In a couple of my recent videos, I've touched on the capacity we have to marshal our behaviour and manage our lives based on what is psychologically known as our stored knowledge. That body of understanding that we have of how to behave, of how to act and react, of how to do routine things without giving them any attention at all. Certainly, stored knowledge has very important uses in the course of our ordinary everyday lives. Just consider for a moment how difficult life would be if we got into our car every morning and not only didn't know how to drive, but sat behind the steering wheel and said to ourselves, "What the hell is this?" Yes, stored knowledge has its uses, but stored knowledge has a major downside for us all. And that goes to the very core of who we think we are and how we behave. Our stored knowledge, as you know from other videos, is largely learned in our formative years, when we took snapshots of things that impressed us, made an impression upon us, made us feel good or bad about ourselves. That stored knowledge, whether we feel good or bad about ourselves, is our first point of reference when we try to make sense of what is going on in the here and now. So it doesn't matter whether your stored knowledge is wonderful or your stored knowledge is self-deprecating. What matters is that your stored knowledge, good, bad or indifferent, takes you away from the reality of the here and now, drags your mental focus back to a place and time that is not now, and simply enables you, if that's the right word, re-perform fixed patterns of behaviour that you have been performing most or all of your adult life. Therefore, you don't experience what's going on, you don't act accordingly in the face of what's going on, you react to what you think is going on based on your own past performance and based on a well-worn routine type of behaviour. So it doesn't matter whether your stored knowledge is wonderful or your stored knowledge is not so wonderful. The key problem with stored knowledge is that it doesn't relate to now. And until you start relating to now, until you actually start focusing more of your mind on now and less of your mind on the past, you're not going to be able to do the very best you can here and now. And that is the problem with stored knowledge. So, what are you going to do about it? I'm not going to answer that question in this video. There's lots of stuff on this website that suggest powerful ways of ensuring that you do something about it. But if you don't, your life will never be anything more than it is at the moment.